So I'm here with Miss Cools.
Hello.
And we're riding up Railroad Grade in Mill Valley, California. And right behind me, this peak right up there, that's the top of Mount Tam. Right up there, if you can see, there's a little hint of a trail. Not down there, that's the road we just came up. There's a cyclist right down there. That's the road we just came up. But right up there, there's a trail called Hoo Cooey Coo. And when I was a kid, my dad came home with a new mountain bike. It was a Gary Fisher Hoo Cooey Coo. It was sometime around the mid-'80s, and I kept looking at the bike and I kept reading it, Hoo Cooey Coo. And I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. That's just the way I've been pronouncing it since I was a kid. But anyway, that bike was the bike that inspired me. I wanted my own bike after test riding it. I got a Specialized Hard Rock. It was a hardtail steel mountain bike. It had thumb shifters and cantilever brakes. And that was my first foray into geared biking. Before that, I was riding BMX bikes. So should we keep on pedaling up to the top?
Yeah.
We are about a quarter of the way up, so after you.
Well, thank y'all.
Do you remember the first time you rode up Mount Tam?
The first time I rode up Mount Tam. Sometimes the memories, they tend to blend together. I do remember the first time I rode up Old Railroad Grade. And I remember thinking it was on a pretty road bikey bike, and I remember thinking how rocky it was.
You rode it on a road bike?
Not a total road bike, but it was more road bikey than this one. I think the tires were probably like, I don't know what they were, 20 somethings.
Oh wow.
But it was a steel bike, and but the tires were not very forgiving, and I just remember that it felt pretty rocky.
When was your first mountain bike?
I've never had a mountain bike.
Really?
That's right.
You've been riding on that bike on all those mountain bike rides?
Yeah.
Do you think you'd ever be interested in riding one?
Yeah, a couple times, the one time I hopped on it, it was pretty fun. I remember thinking, I can see why people want to ride these bikes, because I've done all my trail riding on steel rando bikes, and be a little rough at times.
Well, here it is, Miss Coles.
We found it.
We found the infamous trail that I've been looking for 35 years.
Oh, yeah. It was here all along.
It's been here all along.
We were riding it right past it so many times.
Gary Fisher must have been here. You think he was here?
Do you think that's his hat someone left for him? He left a long time ago?
Probably. Well, we are now about halfway up, so we're getting closer. There is the peak. There's two peaks on Mount Tam. There's East Peak and West Peak. Pretty cool. Which peak do you like better? East Peak or West Peak?
Oh man, I'll say West Peak.
Okay. It's nice and foggy today. So we are riding up to that building right up there. What is that building known as? This cool?
West Point Inn?
Oh, that's West Point Inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
The lobby's open.
What?
Whoa.
There's food in there?
Yes.
Nice. Look at this view.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at this.
This is premium.
Look at, I'm gonna sit.
For us.
Check this out.
Let me see if the bathroom's open.
Yeah, look at the hummingbirds.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is the rough life.
Wow, it absolutely blows my mind that you can come up here and find a quiet place of repose that has clean bathrooms, all stocked for hikers and cyclists and anyone coming through. And it seems like it's all run by volunteers. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, so what is this place? Is it actually a hotel? And can
Yeah.
you stay the night here?
Yeah, you can stay the night. You can rent it out and stay the night. Have a kitchen inside. I believe that if you bring your own food, you can cook it up, and you can have like a host, like a party, or host a group of friends to come and stay. That's what I understand. But yeah, or you can just sit here on the porch and take in the view.
Yeah, these rocking chairs are nice.
Yeah.
So once we get up to the top of Mount Tam, we're gonna ride down take the paved road down.
Sounds like a great plan.
Okay. So we have a few more switchbacks to get to the very top,
Yeah.
and then we'll take the road down. In fact, the road we're gonna be on is right down. We'll be descending down this road there, all the way back down to Mill Valley.
Okay, that's the one.
Yeah. So that's the East Peak, and we're heading that direction. We won't go all the way to the very top where that tower is, because we'll hit the paved section first, and then we'll just backtrack and go down. One of the things that I really enjoy about riding down here in Marin is being able to see the fog off in the distance when you're climbing.
Oh yeah. That
really
is so neat.
Yeah, sometimes the city disappears behind the fog, or when the bridge disappears behind the fog, or if the fog is just low enough where the tops of the towers poke above it.
Yeah,
I think that's neat.
it's really neat.
We're making our way up to the top of the East Peak here, and a few more switchbacks to go. But as you can see, the fog today is stunning. Look at that.
Oh man, yeah. It really does look like just a big cotton blanket laid over the hills in the city. Oh, there's the city.
Wow, spectacular.
Quite a phenomenon.
It sure
Over
is.
there.
Yeah, sure is. All right, well, we made it to the paved section.
2571.
What's our elevation?
2571 feet, that is. Oh, that's neat. It's like your bike. I just need, wow, I need to get that one of those for you. That's your bike. That way.
Wow, it's the same.
Oh man.
Look at that.
Can I hold it for you? Get a shot. Oh wow. Huh? What year do you think that is?
That is a late 60s, I think.
Wow.
60, probably somewhere between a 66 and a 68. The steering wheel's on the right-hand side.
You're good. You're good. Okay. Looking at the West Pointed seat, and kitchen is available for day use for non-members. You can rent the kitchen for $300 and maybe have like some sort of event there. There's cabins and other amenities, but I can't tell if you have to be a member or not. You have to be a member.
There's going to be a concert tonight at the Sweetwater.
Oh, really? How can you tell?
Just from the bus over there. So did you Google what this means?
Yes, and like anything you Google, you get many conflicting answers. One of them that it was possibly named after a Miwok tribe. Another was that it was named from a Beatles song or Simon Garfunkel. So we're not sure. We can make up our own story.
Put it in the comments below. What does Hukuiku mean? And am I pronouncing it correctly? I've been pronouncing it that way for at least 35 years. But if you know the proper way to pronounce it, make sure to put that down below in the comments.